So right from the outset, we can just allow ourselves to feel what it is to be alive, to be here. Right from the outset of this meeting, we can allow ourselves to feel the peace that is always here. So I invite you all to allow that peace into your hearts, into your being. Now, right from the beginning of the meeting. And invite you to speak from that peace, to think from that peace, to act from that peace. I said peace in your heart, peace in your being. But these three words are synonyms. There's so many synonyms for liberation. So many. And there's so many synonyms for ignorance or the ego. That peace is your true nature. It's a phenomenal occurrence that comes and goes, but it's also that which is beyond the phenomenal peace, the peace that is beyond peace, peace beyond peace, love beyond love, happiness beyond happiness. Not just the happiness that comes and goes, but that which is always there as the background. The substratum, the basis. Here we come together in satsang. It's a beautiful thing because the energy of a meeting can allow that which was forgotten, that which was overlooked, it can allow that to manifest. That which is always manifest can manifest. So I did a very short Facebook post earlier today, and I can't remember the exact words, but it was something along the lines of, all that's needed is to remove limitation or concepts of limiting concepts relating to your identity. All you need to do is remove that sense or that concept of limitation. When I say limitation, I'm talking about considering yourself to be limited. So it's limitation concerning your essential identity, your essential nature. This belief that we are limited is called ignorance. It's called ego, and a whole host of other terms. The devil, Satan. Original sin. And it's a fiction, it's not real. But when you believe it's real, then it appears we're limited. That's a fiction. And all the teachings, all the various teachings, all the various yogas, all the various practices, all the various spiritual concepts, spiritual frameworks, spiritual conceptual frameworks, They all aim just to remove this belief in limited identity in their own way. And it's your job to find out A, the truth of these teachings, but B, your own path, how to remove that limitation for you. Because depending on your own personal makeup, your own psychological conditioning, your own karma, your own vasanas, your path will be subtly different, or maybe less than subtly, maybe, quite obviously different from someone else around you. If you have a football in the middle of the football pitch, which we can use as a metaphor for ignorance, and you want to remove ignorance, there are different ways you can take the football out of the football pitch. You can kick it out. You can throw it out. You can kick it off to one side, the left side of the pitch. You can kick it off to the right side of the pitch. It doesn't matter. There are different ways of removing ignorance. You might be afraid to kick the ball out of the pitch, in which case the teacher might say, hold the ball for a while, run around the pitch a few laps, get some confidence, and then you can throw it out afterwards, you see? But what you don't want to do is start arguing with other people about the best way to remove the football from the pitch and say, my way is better than yours. Because we each have our own way. And how do we know what is right for somebody else? It's very difficult to know. So stick to your own path. If someone asks for advice, if someone's open to what you're saying, by all means, share your truth. But we don't need to impose our truth onto someone else. Someone else, their best way might be kicking the ball out of the football pitch. Maybe they like chanting God's name. But maybe you can see that's just perpetuating the ego. And it's part of the illusory world of practice, you see. But maybe that's what they need. So by all means, share what is true for you. But we don't need to impose our truths onto other people. Because all these teachings are actually in the domain of relativity. All these teachings, the non-dual teachings, the most non-dual of the non-dual teachings, are in the world of relativity or duality. So I'm going to stop talking in a second, and I'm going to invite you guys to ask me any questions you want to, or just to share what you want, if anyone wants to share. But I'll just leave you with this quick thought, which is, what do you need to do to make God whole? What do you need to do to complete God? What do you need to do to make God